Hey everyone, welcome back to Immortal News. Today we're taking a look at the lives of some remarkable people who recently passed away. We also have a sad update regarding Heath Ledger. As always at Immortal News, we want to remember those who've made a difference. If their stories hit you in the feels, give the video a thumbs up. Let's share some respect and remember the amazing people we've lost. Number 10. Dave Meyers, one of the two hairy bikers, passed away peacefully at home on February 22nd at the age of 66. He'd been battling cancer for the past 2 years. You might know Dave and his buddy Cy King from their awesome TV shows. They were the bearded bikers who traveled the world, exploring different places by motorbike and cooking up delicious local food along the way. Remember the Hairy Bikers Cookbook and the Hairy Bikers Asian Adventure? Those were theirs. But Dave wasn't just about food. He was also a talented artist and even worked on shows like Doctor Who. Fun fact, he's also the guy who supposedly painted Adam Ant's famous white stripe. Everyone who knew Dave described him as a kind and caring person. His wife Lily and his family are heartbroken. His partner in crime Cy King said, "I'll miss him like crazy. We were friends for ages, and I'll never forget our adventures together." Tons of people are paying tribute to Dave, both fans and famous folks. They all agree that he made cooking fun and that he was a genuinely awesome guy. Dave Meyers may be gone, but his love for food, travel, and friendship will live on. We'll miss you, Dave. Tributes to Dave Meyers. Number 9. It's really sad to hear about the passing of actress Anne Whitfield today. While the news came as a shock, learning about her passing on February 15th at the age of 85 reminds us what a remarkable life she led. What a life she lived. Many of us remember Anne's voice from the good old days of radio. She started acting when she was just a kid, around 7 years old. From there she went on to star in shows like One Man's Family and the Phil Harris Alice Faye Show, making us laugh with her characters like Penny Lacey and Phyllis. But Anne wasn't just a radio star, she also lit up the stage in musicals like Annie Get Your Gun and Showboat. You might even recognize her from classic movies like White Christmas or TV shows like Gunsmoke and Perry Mason. No matter where you saw her, Anne always brought her positive energy and professionalism. Anne Whitfield may be gone, but her legacy lives on. She leaves behind a lifetime of laughter and reminds us of the power of staying positive and kind. We'll miss her, but her work will continue to bring joy for years to come. Tributes to Anne Whitfield. Number 8. Brian Mulroney, Canada's 18th Prime Minister, passed away at 84 on February 29th. He was a big player in Canadian history, leading the charge on things like NAFTA and fighting against apartheid in South Africa. While he did some amazing things, his later years were clouded by financial troubles, like his dealings with someone named Karl-Heinz Schreiber. He admitted it was a mistake, but it definitely left a mark. Still, you can't deny his impact on Canada and the world. He was tight with US Presidents Reagan and Bush, and he always seemed to be working to make things better for Canada and other countries. Mulroney started out in a small town in Quebec, and it's pretty impressive how he climbed the political ladder all the way to Prime Minister. He made some big changes while in office, and their effects are still felt today. He also took strong stances on important issues like the environment and international relations, leaving a lasting legacy on both Canada and the world. Even though he faced challenges and controversies, Mulroney was a skilled leader who tackled tough situations and fought for what he believed in. His passing marks the end of an era in Canadian politics, and his legacy will always be debated. With both his achievements and his troubles remembered, he was a major figure in Canada's story, and his time as Prime Minister will definitely be remembered as a significant chapter. Tributes to Brian Mulroney. Number 7. Nina Avramides, a staunch beacon behind the scenes of the music industry, passed away at the age of 82 in her Marina del Rey home following a heroic battle with dementia. Her 4-decade career was highlighted by her lifelong management of the famous Margaritaville singer-songwriter Jimmy Buffett, as well as a slew of other well-known artists. Born on February 4, 1942 in Harrogate, England, and raised in the scenic landscapes of Cyprus and Greece, she moved to the United States with her family in 1964, ushering in a storied career that would see her play an important role in the management of some of music's most iconic names. Her stint includes collaborations with Dan Fogelberg, Whitesnake, Jimmy Page, The Cult, The Eagles, Steely Dan, and Boz Scaggs, while working for HK Management as part of Irving Azoff's frontline management in the 1970s. Buffett is remembered on her Facebook page as a great champion for her client, a sharp wit, and a great fan of music and musicians. And her legacy is one of dedication, brilliance, and unflinching commitment to the artists she represented. Her contribution to their careers is tremendous, matched only by the great loss felt by those who knew her. She leaves behind her husband Pierre and sisters Kate and Susie, as well as a large number of friends, colleagues, and admirers in the music industry and elsewhere. Plans for a memorial event in the spring promise an opportunity to honor the exceptional life and contributions of a lady who was, for many, the unsung hero of their success. Tributes to Nina Avramides. Number 6. Sad news for Italian film fans. Actor Luis Molteni passed away yesterday at the age of 73. He'd been in the business for ages, starting out in theater and then moving on to movies and TV shows. You might know him from funny films like Charm Northward and The King's Musketeers. He was a natural comedian, and some folks even called him the Italian Danny DeVito because of their similar looks. But Molteni wasn't just funny. He could also do serious stuff, working with famous directors on movies like The Legend of the Pianist on the Ocean. No matter the role, he always impressed audiences and directors with his acting chops. His friends and colleagues are remembering him as a passionate and talented guy who loved what he did. They're also sharing how much he'll be missed. So long, Luis Molteni. You leave behind a great legacy and a ton of fans who will never forget your performances. Tributes to Luis Molteni. Number 5. Ilias Logothetis, a well-known Greek actor, passed away on Wednesday at the age of 85. He was a familiar face on both stage and screen, and his death is a big loss for the Greek arts scene. Logothetis started out singing opera, but eventually found his calling in acting. He studied at a prestigious acting school and then went on to appear in tons of plays and movies throughout his career. He was known for being a really talented actor who could play all sorts of roles. People especially loved his performance in the play No Man's Land, where he played a character named Spooner. Ilias Logothetis was a respected figure in the Greek theater world. The Minister of Culture, Lina Mendoni, said, "He was a fantastic actor who brought his passion and dedication to every role he played, both on stage and in movies." A famous Greek film company, Phonos Film, also paid tribute to Logothetis. They worked with him on a few movies and said he was a truly great actor and a wonderful person. Elias Logothettis will be remembered for his amazing talent and his love for the arts. He'll be missed by his family, friends, and all the fans who enjoyed his work over the years. Tributes to Elias Logothettis. Number 4. Sad news for Jacksonville today. Former state representative and Senator Betty Holzendorf passed away on February 1st at the age of 84. Holzendorf, known for her passion and dedication, served Northeast Florida in the legislature for 14 years. She fought for things that mattered to everyday people, like good schools, affordable housing, and quality health care. She even ran for mayor in 2003, showing her commitment to Jacksonville. The Duval County Democrats remembered Ms. Holzendorf as a city legend who always stood up for what she believed in. They praised her strong spirit and love for the city. Ms. Holzendorf leaves behind a legacy of public service and a community that will miss her. Rest in peace. Tributes to Betty Holzendorf. Number 3. John Farber, a trailblazer who built a successful business career, passed away peacefully at his New York City home on February 24th at the ripe old age of 98. Born in Romania in 1925, John eventually made his way to the United States after World War II. He was a brainy guy, earning degrees from both the University of Cluj and the Polytechnic Institute of Brooklyn. John used his smarts to navigate the world of business. He started out in the world of chemicals, then went on to become the big boss of a company called ICC Industries. He was known as a hard worker, and someone who never gave up. He faced his fair share of challenges, but always came out on top. John Farber's story is one of determination and success. He'll be missed by his family and friends, but his legacy will live on. Tributes to John Farber. Number 2. The world of art lost a legend this week. Felix Aráuz, the famous Ecuadorian painter known for his beautiful paintings of girls' faces, passed away Wednesday at the age of 88. Born in Guayaquil in 1935, Aráuz became a big name in the Guayaquil School of Painting. He wasn't your typical artist, though. He loved painting girls' faces with flowers, fruits, or branches on their heads, and always gave them big, expressive eyes. People called him the artist of little faces because of his unique style. But Aráuz wasn't just about creating cool paintings. He also loved sharing his passion with others. For over 30 years he was a teacher in public schools, and one of his favorite things was making murals with his students. In an interview a couple years ago, Aráuz said, "The first thing I do every morning is head straight to my art studio. I'm always looking for new ways to express myself through my paintings." Felix Aráuz will be remembered for his amazing artwork and for inspiring countless students. He'll be deeply missed by his family, friends, and everyone who loved his art. Tributes to Félix Aráuz.
Today's top headlines. News 1. Former NFL star Giovani Bernard shared a deeply personal loss with the world, announcing the passing of his newborn son, Gabriel, who was born on February 8th. In a touching social media post, Bernard expressed the vast range of emotions he and his wife, Chloe, experienced from the joy of meeting their son to the profound grief of his too-soon departure. Bernard, who had a distinguished football career with the Cincinnati Bengals and Tampa Bay Buccaneers, praised his wife's strength and partnership during this unimaginable time. The couple, who also have another son, Julian, born in 2021, are navigating through this sorrow together, remembering Gabriel as their little warrior. News 2. The eldest son of U.S. Representative Lauren Boebert, Tyler Boebert, 18, is under investigation for his alleged involvement in a series of vehicle break-ins. Court documents reveal Tyler was identified from surveillance footage at a gas station, using a stolen credit card alongside a group of friends for purchases at gas stations and McDonald's. Facing potential felony and numerous misdemeanor charges, Tyler was released from custody without bail after a court appearance. His mother, Lauren Boebert, expressed her heartbreak over her son's actions, but emphasized the importance of accountability. This incident adds to a series of personal challenges for the Boebert family amidst Lauren Boebert's recent relocation for political reasons and her legal actions against her ex-husband due to family turmoil. News 3. Emily Blunt has publicly denied being the unidentified actor who allegedly berated Rebecca Ferguson on a film set, following Rebecca's claim of a distressing experience with a co-star who verbally abused her in front of the crew. This comes after Rebecca Ferguson, while promoting Dune Part 2, shared an unsettling account of being screamed at and insulted by a fellow actor during filming, an incident she said was overlooked by producers due to the actor's leading status. Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson was among the first to support Rebecca, highlighting their positive working relationship on the set of Hercules and condemning the behavior Ferguson described. Blunt, having worked with Ferguson on The Girl on the Train, was confirmed through a representative to share a friendly relationship with Ferguson, debunking any speculation of her involvement. The identity of the actor Ferguson referred to remains undisclosed, with several of her past co-stars, including Tom Cruise and Hugh Jackman, already ruled out by Ferguson herself. News 4. The Boston Red Sox community and fans nationwide are mourning the loss of Tracy Wakefield, who passed away at her home in Massachusetts, just months following the death of her husband, beloved Red Sox pitcher Tim Wakefield. The family's heartfelt statement reflects the profound grief of losing such a vital and compassionate figure in their lives and the broader baseball and philanthropic communities. Known for her strength, kindness, and humble nature, Tracy's legacy, alongside Tim's, is marked by their unwavering commitment to charitable causes, notably their significant contributions to the Jimmy Fund. The couple's diagnosis and battle with cancer, shared publicly without their consent, underscores the privacy challenges faced during their fight. Survived by their 2 children, Trevor and Brianna, the Wakefield's dedication to making a difference in the lives of others, even in the face of personal adversity, remains an inspiring testament to their character and impact. News 5. 16 years after Heath Ledger's tragic passing, director Stephen Gaghan shares a poignant memory of the project they never completed. Gaghan and Ledger were set to adapt Malcolm Gladwell's book, Blink: The Power of Thinking Without Thinking, into a film, with Ledger in the lead role. Gaghan recalls the devastating moment he learned of Ledger's death, finding out that the script for Blink was with Ledger in his final moments. This revelation, shared on Gladwell's Revisionist History podcast, highlights the deep connection between the actor and the project. Ledger, known for his profound talent, passed away in 2008 due to an accidental overdose. Reflecting on the bond they shared and the potential of their collaboration, Gaghan expresses a sense of loss for what could have been a transformative film. The conversation with Gladwell revisits the script, suggesting that Blink may still have a future in Hollywood.
Number 1. Sad news for music lovers, especially fans of ghazals. Renowned Indian singer Pankaj Udas passed away on February 26 at the age of 72. Udas was known for his soulful voice and his beautiful renditions of ghazals. These are traditional Urdu poems sung to music, and Udas had a way of bringing them to life for over 40 years. He released tons of hit albums like Ahat and Nayab that captivated audiences. He wasn't just an album guy though. Udas also sang in popular Bollywood movies like Naam and Sajan. This helped him share ghazals with a whole new generation of fans. Udas wasn't just talented, he was also respected. He even received the Padma Shri Award, one of India's biggest honors, for his contributions to music and charity. The news of his passing hit hard. Fans and fellow musicians are pouring out their love and respect. India's Prime Minister called him a legend, whose music touched countless lives. Another famous ghazal singer, Anup Jalota, said, "We lost a friend and a legend. Pankaj Udas's voice may be gone, but his music will live on. He leaves behind a beautiful legacy and a big empty space in the Indian music scene. Our thoughts are with his family and loved ones during this difficult time." Tributes to Pankaj Udas.